Hi, everyone, and welcome to tonight's installment of Politics Today. This is yours truly, number one unofficial spokesperson of the Obidati campaign. We know who we're voting for. We're voting for P2B of the Labour Party. Mama, Papa, and Pikin. Now, let's go right into it. We're going to expose criminality in government, and we must work together through our PVCs to eliminate these corrupt criminals in government, right? We've been praying, if you join in the Hallelujah Challenge, we've been praying DPR. We've been asking God to drive them out, those who are criminals in government, who has no business or interest of the people at heart, that God should drive them out, that God should put them down, and God should replace them with his choice candidates. But this is a partnership. This prayer is a partnership. We need to play our role. And that role is with our PVCs. We must go to the polls and expose these guys and pull them down. So I'm going to play you this video. It's taken from Brackety Family show. It's a radio show, but they had a video coverage of that event. And I think they do that for most, if not all, their shows. We're going to play this and see what this guest said about the oil theft going on in Nigeria and also the complacency of the international community. Some of them partner with these criminals in Nigeria. Because I tell people all the time, any word you find in the English language exists overseas, abroad, in the UK, in the US, all over Europe, and all the English speaking places. They have thieves. That's because they have thieves over there. Criminals, because they have criminals over there. Even though in their own politics they can change the terms to lobbying and stuff like that, but it's the same. If you steal, you steal. If you're a thief, you're a thief. It doesn't matter if they call you a lobbyist or whatever. If you're a thief, you're a thief. But I'm gonna show you this video quickly, and then we'll come back together and have our take again. Yours truly, number one unofficial spokesperson of the Obidati campaign, unapologetic about that. I'm gonna say this before I play the video. You would have heard Soludo, endorsing article recently. It's okay. People can endorse whoever they want to endorse, and we're not going to hold it against Soludo or anything like that. We're only going to judge him by his performance in office. If he does so well, he gets a second term. If he doesn't do well, we show him the door and elect another person. Because from now going on, we can't reward incompetence. We can't do that. If you don't do well, we show you the door through our PVCs. And thankfully, this administration has invented what they call vote rigging vaccine, right? So let's hope that this vote rigging vaccine is sustained and is viable, and it's something that can be replicated election after election. That way, we the people, the power comes back to we the people, so that if you are not performing, we don't reward you with another term in office. So we're not going to hold anything against Soludo. He can endorse whoever he wants to endorse. Maybe I will make a video commentary on that later, because there are other people coming up and saying you can't let any governor hold you to ransom, right? The governor has power, so much power that he has only one PVC. That's how much power each of us have. It doesn't matter how powerful a governor is or a president is or whoever, that power is limited to only one PVC, one vote per person. And we're going to make that happen. So Soludo can vote for whoever he wants to vote for. I thought Apga has a candidate in this presidential race, but it doesn't matter to him. Well, he has one vote, right? So we're not going to hold it against him. He can cast his one vote where he wants to, but he can't even speak for Uzonna. He can't even speak for is it Ozonna? So Ozonna, I think. He can't even speak for his wife. He can't even speak for anybody in his government or even his household staff. He can't speak for anybody. I mean, they can laugh with him and say whatever he wants to say, but on that day, there are more people that are obedient. There are more, I should say, Nicodemuses than he can even imagine in his own government and his own household. So let's wait until that day on February 25th, 2023. So let's go straight and play this video, and then we'll come back and analyze it.
When government say we no get money, our budget won't collapse. I can't come out Yeah. But now you they steal the oil now.
Okay.
That means
Now you shout that thing.
That means shout am say, you dey steal the oil now. 80% of the oil they steal them. I know the people where they join steal the oil. And this oil where they miss. Now the president of Nigeria now be petroleum minister. No be say they go tell him. When they wake up in the morning, supposed to check the oil first.
Yes.
Before you go bath, you go check. Who take our oil? How much oil we get? Now, how the thing where the president they hold for hand?
Come out for your hand.
And if you see the ship where they carry oil, the ship,
the size
be like 300 times this your studio. Some ship be like National Stadium. So they no fit hide. Some ship big pass NNPC headquarters.
One ship
be like radio house. Some be like conference center. Some be like conference center on top of radio house. So how they go carry oil? I need the one load oil. Sometimes 7 days they dey there before their tank go full. And when they move, Keke na Pep move faster than them.
Nah,
How they go carry the oil go? You don't go see them
unnoticed, without being noticed.
Yes, it's not possible. Now the people where they sell the oil, they collect the money. Now the people where they sell oil collect the money originally with the NNPC, not be strangers.
Oh,
the time where they talk to the Dutch, if I don't know whether you enter Holland, you go see the country. It be like paradise. They ride bicycle, everything.
I don't go Holland once.
That country, they close their prison because the people not they go prison anymore.
They know they thief again.
So I can't see them. I said, you people, they close your prison. You they ride bicycle, you be like good people. But you they steal our oil.
Yes. Because without us, they can't survive.
You they steal our oil. So all the way they decided tank farm, na thief then thief farm. Because the way God do oil will come from
Nigeria.
But it totally Nigeria. Oil will come from Warri. No look like oil will come from Ondo.
Oh, they get their tribe.
Yes, like that. The oil will come from Akwa
Ibom.
It no be like oil will come from Bonny.
Oh, so if you even see the oil,
you know.
From the tribal mark, you go know.
You say this oil from here. The time where they be lawyer for oil company in Texas, sometimes when the lab don't busy too much and they don't want to wait, they go put hand for the oil, put for the man and say, oh, this oil from Nigeria because it is sweet.
Oh, you don't ever be lawyer for oil company for America?
Of course, for many years. So now I can't tell people, say, now you say you don't get money, make you take care of children. You don't get money, pay salary of workers. You don't get money, make police, they get better uniform, better food. You don't get money to pay family of soldier who die for war. But you they join Oyinbo people, we don't get everything. Can't steal all the oil, carry and go their country. They go give you small commission, you can't betray your people. So make people know, say, the problem where we get.
All right, so you've heard that there was a funny place where they say the oil has tribal marks. Very funny. But listen, the president is the minister for petroleum, and they're telling us that these are being stolen. And you saw the description, you heard the description of the size of the ship that come to take these oil, right? You heard how many days it takes them to collect these oil, and yet they shamelessly told us that this is being stolen. You know, sometimes we know the truth, but we're just so powerless before these people, these politicians. We're so powerless before them. But thankfully, with the PVCs and beavers, we can go to the polls and speak, with our votes. We have to. We can't let this continue. They're stealing the country dry, borrowing from nations they know they can't pay them in their lifetime, and they are borrowing for the future. They have no plan for the living. These guys who have more yesterdays than tomorrows have no plan for the youth or for the living. We have to speak in the polls. We have to elect people that actually represent us. If you are given the power to answer your own prayer, who would you put in the places of power in 2023? Think about that as you go to the polls. Look at what these guys are doing, stealing us dry, and coming shamelessly telling us that, all you thieves, all you bunkering. What can all you bunkerers do? In comparison to what these guys are doing brazenly. I mean, what do you expect from guys who told you that monkeys stole billions and snakes swallowed millions and a human being, one guy stole 80 billion, more than that they said later, maybe more than 100 billion. If he's eating 333,000 a day, even per meal, he won't even finish it in so many decades. This is what we have facing us in that country. We need to go to the polls and speak and say enough is enough. Let your voice be heard. Now you know the guy you're voting for. So I'm not showing my pictures or my videos anymore. In these last videos, you have recognized that, you have noticed that, because I want you to pay attention to who we are voting for. It's not about me at all. It is about getting it right, and I'm not running, so I'd rather show you the guy who is running that I believe in. So let's vote for this guy, Peter Obi. I'm gonna do a video later, about what Obasanjo has done, to show where he stands. I'll do that closer to the elections, but look, or maybe anytime I'll just do that video. But listen, you have to put your fingertip in that box beside the Labour Party logo. We're voting for Mama, Papa, and Pikin, right? Let's get it right. You would have seen in the news, they say that some bandits sacked Sokoto State and killed a 120-year-old person in that community. That is so bad. And I think in Ogun State also, they have written the community there, informing them that they are coming. They are no longer afraid. This is brazen. They're telling you we're coming. We're going to kill people there. And the whole place is thrown into panic, because that's what terrorists do. They terrorize. So we can't let this continue happening in a country where the wife of a sitting president, this is the commander in chief of the entire country, the wife of a sitting president, relocated to another country, and her reason was because of insecurity. This was what the husband, the sitting president, promised to tackle when he comes into power. That is where the country is. If you think it's still a joke, it's still a tribal thing. No, this is where we are. We need someone who understands the problem, who will be able to begin to attempt to solve them. All right. Again, it's yours truly, number one unofficial spokesperson of the Obi Dati campaign. Unapologetic about it. I want you to put your votes, for this guy, Peter Obi, and his running mate, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed. February 25th, 2023 is the date. Go out there, vote. If you can campaign and get one more person to do the right thing, that'll be a win for all of us. Let's make Nigeria better for all of us. All right. Thank you so much. Remember, don't sell your vote, because your vote is your voice and your voice is your conscience. When you say your vote, you've sold your voice. When you say your voice, you've sold your conscience. When you say your conscience, you're not allowed to speak for another 4 years. And we can't live for more of the same with more of the same. We cannot live with more of the same for another 4 to 8 years. All right. Until next broadcast, remember to share, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next broadcast. Thank you so much.